Well, good morning, everyone. I apologize for not making a video in a while. I've just been busy. Part of my busyness over the last 2 or 3 days was getting this garden in shape again. As I did a week or two of hay, of course everything here starts to fall behind, then you have to struggle to catch up. So let me give you a basic update on this big garden. Let's start with the sweet corn. The sweet corn has really come around. It's still got some weeds in it. See, this is pigweed. But I don't mind pigweed, because when you pull that out, you're doing a good job of aerating the soil. Some weeds want to break off. Pigweed is pretty good about just coming out. The only thing that I'm not really happy about in this sweet corn this year is, like right here, quite a few of these have suckers, and I don't know, I've not really experienced that before. I don't know if I should be pulling this off. I'm kind of worried because it's so far down there close to the roots. I don't want to damage the main plant. See, we're starting to tassel. So there's not a ton that have suckers, but like there's one there. There's one. That's just not really something I've run into before. So, and if I didn't mention the variety here, this is Rhythm, not a variety I've grown before. I wonder if that accounts for those suckers I'm not used to seeing. But at any rate, green beans are next. Looking good, no trouble. A little bit of damage here and there, but it's not enough to stop anything. You see parts like that? That's really from me moving through the green beans when they're wet. That's something you always want to avoid. If your green beans are wet, stay out of them. You're just going to carry that little bit of fungus that seems to burn it throughout the rows. We have flowered. You see, we are fully in flower right now, but no beans yet. So we're still a while away from eating green beans. Next up, I guess we can talk about tomatoes. So far, so good. Got some leaf curling going on here. I just have to watch these. If they look like they're having trouble, I've got enough tomatoes this year, I'm just going to pull them. That is going to be the strategy. Anything that looks like it's got wilt, anything like that, just going to get rid of it. I think you can tell, as I can tell, that what's under the plastic here is bigger and better and fuller than what's not under the plastic. These are the same two varieties. Both of these rows are a mix of Marglobe and Roma. And, you know, I don't think it's my eyes playing tricks on me. The row that's under the plastic is fuller and healthier than what isn't. Now see, that one, keep an eye on that one. I may pull that. But to me, this is pretty good proof that the plastic is worth it. It takes some time to put it down, but the plants just do better. And of course, it's so much easier when it comes to weeding. This row, I didn't have to weed. Peppers doing great. And most of these are salsa peppers. I already have peppers on them. I don't see any problem here at all. We should have tons of jalapenos and salsa peppers. To me, this is the biggest victory of the year. The popcorn, it looked terrible forever. I couldn't even tell if it was coming up. That end down there sat in water for like 2 weeks. But then when it finally came up and I got it weeded, from then on, it's just taken off. It's always, you can tell it's way different than sweet corn. To me, it's more like grass. It's a little bit wilder looking. So popcorn's doing good. More tomatoes and peppers. And you can see we've definitely got tomatoes. I need to weed inside the baskets here still, but everything outside the baskets has been weeded. Now we're coming to the area that was blank last time we met. and I ended up putting field peas in here. I went to the local grain elevator and bought a 50-pound bag. They didn't come up great because I planted them late, but they're here now. You know, I wish I had better germination, fuller rows, but I think by the time they finish growing, there'll be quite a bit of field peas. You may be wondering, what do you do with field peas? I don't know. I've never grown them. I do know cows love them, and you know, I may just harvest them and throw them over the fence to the cows, or I may just turn them under in the fall. Last but not least, in between the middle rows of peas, I planted the pumpkins. So the idea is let them spread. If the peas are putting nitrogen in the soil, they'll help feed the pumpkins, and the pumpkins here are free to overtake whatever they want to overtake. Maybe the last thing I'll mention is that we did get really dry here for a while, to the point that I went and filled up our water tank. Of course, it's rained every day since then almost, or threatened rain. We've not had to use almost anything out of this tank, but if I put it on this wagon, it's really easy to take it down to the big creek, drop the pump in. It takes like 45 seconds to fill it up, and then pull it back here where it's easy to access in the garden. So I really like this approach, and I just keep the pump, the hoses, everything right on the wagon, so it's all together, easy to move and fill. So thanks for watching this quick update, and I hope to see you again soon.